Okay. Here's my film. Don't look back. I would like to disclose that this is half the film. The other half of the film got corrupted somehow. I don't know how. And then I haven't had time to refilm it since I'm going on holiday. Yes. It's a horror film. Kinda. Thriller. Kind of spooky vibes. Yes. Don't Look Back by Faith Boot. I would also like to disclose this was filmed at about 9:15 in the evening as the sun is setting, so it does get darker throughout the film. Yeah, something I didn't think you would be able to hear is like you can hear the background noise, people talking, and then I like how I've made the scenes like flow very nicely in this. Like he's walking, the camera pans as he's about to cross. There's the light, and then it's a front view of him. Okay, I'm kind of just like making it nice and flowy. I would like to disclose as well that during this, I don't know, I don't know what setting I've done to my camera, but I couldn't change like the ISO or the aperture, or the shutter speed or whatever, because I wanted to make it look darker so you couldn't see the white sky as much, but I don't know, like I my camera just wouldn't change, so I have to figure that out. And then he like you can tell like in the shots that like when the scene cuts you can see how he's practically like in the same spot, and like so it's like kind of flowing, and it's kind of easy because we had like the lamppost to like measure it up when to cut in and when to stop recording. And then here my idea on my storyboard was that he was going to keep walking, and then the killer would just stand in front of the camera and watch, and then walk in a different scene. Um, but that didn't happen. So I should, as a director, be more vocal about how I want things. And then look, you can tell like with the lighting, you can tell it's getting darker, and like it would have been nice if I could change like the ISO so this clip would match like the colour, the darkness of like this clip. But what I do like about this clip is that like would I call it a tracking shot? Is like him walking forwards and I'm like walking back, videoing him. And I feel like I don't know, I feel like it looks good. Like the background's blurry. He's just about in focus. So he's like the main subject.
I'm just walking back now at the park.
Okay, how long will you be?
I also bought a mic for the camera, so you can like during the phone call there's no background noise.
At the park.
Okay, how long will you be?
About 10 minutes.
Okay. Alright, so I'll see you soon.
See ya.
He
Bye.
just looked at the camera
Alright, so.
and just there. To be fair, I'll give him props. This is his like first. He wasn't gonna be the actor I was gonna be it, but I needed more help, so he decided to try and act. So as a first time acting, he did pretty well. Even though I had a script, he did go off track a little bit, but he stayed. He practically stayed to like the same meaning, but in his own words.
I'll see you soon.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
I think what would be good for this scene is that if I did have a dolly, because you can see like every time he walks, he's like side to side. He's walking slightly fast, so it's like some of his head and stuff's cut out, which I tried to do my best to like stay steady.
Bye.
And then you can tell like there's a big difference in like the time and like how light it is outside, like there, you know. And then I was also having problems with focusing, so none of this is in focus. And then I don't know why, but the day we were filming, the moon wasn't out or anything, so I just got some free stock footage from a website for this. I also thought it'd be kind of good to like show that it's kind of transitioning to light time, even though in the next clip it's like light, but like, yeah.
Oh crap, I need to do my shoelaces.
And I do think I've done the music slightly loud. But what I like about this scene is that because it was getting darker, the street lights, lampposts had turned on, and one of them was like really bright. So I thought, if we stand under that, the lighting, it would look good. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it kind of makes the background more dark, but then he's like in the light. You know what I mean? Killer, him, the light is kind of shining down like this way. I don't know why he's looking that way. I didn't tell him to do that. And then here, you can tell we're like by the same lamppost. The light's still coming from there, like shining. And then this scene took so long to film. One, because of people in the park, and then like getting the time in between him turning round, getting shot, and then falling at a good like time. Because there were times where he would like turn around and fall before the fake gun was even shot. And then also had problem with like kind of like framing. So I kind of edited two different clips together. And you can tell like the light difference. But I did try and edit it to make it look seamless. So if the light was like practically the same, I don't think you would be able to tell that much. And then I used a free gunshot sound that I downloaded from Google. Bad thing I didn't notice when filming was that the bags were in shot. So that is also something to note for next time. And then, oh, hold on. You see the way he's like lying there? He's like lying facing to the left. Here he's not. He's kind of like face up kind of to the right instead. What I also like about this is that I did the bullet wound myself. I think it looks pretty good. And then I added like a blur circle on top to kind of like give the effect that he's kind of like going in and out of consciousness, that is like vision's going blurry. And I feel like that looks pretty good, in my opinion. Produced and edited by me. And then starring them. Overall, I think it's pretty good. It does need to be longer, but the footage corrupted, so not much I can do there with the time left. So yeah, things to improve on. Make sure I've got enough time to refilm in case footage corrupts. Before filming, figure out settings and focusing, because I feel like there's a few issues with focusing in here. And then yeah, I feel like I did well with like trying to like do the lighting, make sure like continuity is pretty much like 100%. Well, it's not 100%, but I did my best to like make it like look like it's flowing. Yeah, I do like the tracking shot I did of this, and then the lighting, bullet wound. Yeah, overall I think I do have some very good elements, but then I also have some bad elements that I need to improve on. Yeah. Do I? Yeah, but so basically my idea for the film was that he was gonna die, and then he was gonna. So there was footage of him here, of him getting off a bus, like a bus arriving, him getting off, bus pulling away, and then this scene. I don't know why those clips didn't make it, and then basically it was gonna go through all this, and when he died, he was gonna wake up back on the bus and go through the park again. But this time he was going to go down like a different path. And then he was going to die again, and it would repeat one more time, where he would run home, and the killer was like in the house. Yeah, but I don't know how the footage did all that, but yeah, overall it has some good elements, but it also has some elements that need improving. I also tried adding like different like transitions, like here, and then a fade into that. And then I was going to add a like the same kind of fade in to like into like the video, but I couldn't figure out how to like fade all the text and the background at the same time, so I kind of just left it. Yeah, and then maybe next time film at a time where like the light sky would be the same for the time of filming, so the light, I don't know, I can get my words mixed up. Yeah, so film at a time where the light is going to stay consistent for a bit, so you don't get such a dramatic like change during some of the clips. But other than that, I think I did pretty well. Okay, thank you.